And Reeves will dribble out the clock. The Nuggets are rolling. They take a 3-0 lead in the series.
I told you so. I told you. I told you so. I told you. Remember when I told you about 9/11?
So I'm not gonna lie, I always find it hilarious when people want to sit there and call you a hater because you're correct about the downfall of a certain team and or their star player. And that's exactly what happened with the Los Angeles Lakers, which is ridiculous because that's my team. But I've watched them enough, and if you sit here and watch games, you can tell this team wasn't going nowhere and that they were going to get swept in the first round by the Denver Nuggets. And if it wasn't the Denver Nuggets, they would have lost to another team. This team had played terrible all year long. They showed you their mistakes. They showed you that LeBron James played zero defense. They showed you that they were the only way that they were able to win most games is to live off the free throw line, which doesn't happen as much in the playoffs. The Lakers free throw their way to the 10th seed all year long. They free throwed their way, barely made it to the 10th seed, and then got the 8th seed the last day, don't know how. But these signs, this disgraceful play, shows you what type of team that this was. They were fraudulent at best. And to be honest with you, if you're the organization, it's time to break up this puppy. It's time to break up the superstar duo of LeBron James / Anthony Davis. And because LeBron James is the oldest and absolutely plays zero defense, he needs to be the one to go. All you people talking about, oh, a trade's coming. Oh, they'll get Donovan Mitchell. They'll get Trae Young. That ain't going to save nothing. That's not going to solve this team's problem. They're not going to win a championship with that. Get that dream out your head. The Lakers have showed you who they are for the last half decade under LeBron's tenure. What happened in 2018? Didn't make the playoffs. 2020 won a bubble championship. 2021 lost in the first round. 2022 didn't make the playoffs. 2023, yes, they made the Western Conference playoffs, but got swept by the same team they're getting swept by right now. This team was fraudulent as best. And every team that they played, a.k.a. the Grizzlies, were hurt. Injuries played a part in their ascending to the Western Conference Finals last year. But nobody wants to hear the real truth. This team has been the 10th seed and in the play-in tournament for the last 3 years. For the last this year, everybody was healthy, right? Anthony Davis played 75 games. LeBron James played. They were still the 10th seed all year long, bro. All year long. And if it wasn't for the bubble tournament, that would have meant that they wasn't in playoff contention all year long. But yet you hear all these analysts and all these people talking about championship aspirations. For what? What 10 seed have you ever seen get so much talk on the media, so much talk on TV, and so much belief that they can make a finals run? That's never happened. And LeBron James, sorry to say for all you LeBron fans, is a has-been, my boy. You're looking at empty stats. He's a has-been. He does not impact winning. Doesn't matter if he has 25 points or 35 points. This man does not impact winning. Pay attention. Watch the games. The only thing he impacts is the amount of free throws the Lakers get to shoot. They actually play better when he's not on the floor. AKA, look at that Boston Celtic game. Look at them against the Milwaukee Bucks. They play better without this man. Do you guys not understand that? It's time to let him go. It's time to let that man retire. You need to pray that he does not come back to this roster next year and contaminate the Lakers for another year. And yes, this all sounds like hate. I understand. And if you're in the comment sections right now clickety-clacking about hate, go ahead. I don't give a damn what you think. At the end of the day, I know what I see on the floor. It's not a Darvin Ham's fault. How can it be his fault when LeBron is uncoachable? How can it be his fault? Are you guys paying attention? Is this thing on? So I think it's time for them to move on. I think it's time for them to break up this band and figure out what they're going to do with the Anthony Davis and whoever else, whatever star they can get, if they can get one. And if they can't, then trade Anthony Davis and start from scratch and be like the OKC Thunder and figure it out. But that was just my thoughts.
I told you.